For the last defender. And just...
Hi everybody, welcome back to Where Were You When It Mattered. Alright guys, alright, this week I don't even know where to start. There's so much to say. See, this week we're going to focus on the Oompa Loompa Overlord. That's right, the Oompa Loompa Overlord. Your new Lord and Savior, apparently, the person you swear fealty to, like, just blindly follow and just believe every word that comes out of that madman's mouth. So we're going to focus on him today. We're going to focus on your Oompa Loompa Overlord and just man, again, where do I even start? Let's start about the newest thing here in the news with these emails. These emails that just got released here from, the files that apparently are now just a big hoax and don't exist anymore, even though the man literally ran on releasing said files, talked about them daily, literally daily. We talk about them in all his campaign speeches at every one of his stops, and how that's the first thing he's gonna do is release those files and get transparency and blah, blah, blah. No. See, that never happened. And we are all like, well, why? Why would that not happen? Well, see, now we're all starting to figure out why it didn't happen. We're all starting to figure out exactly why it didn't happen. Because everybody knew, including him, what were in those files. And he was terrified, and I mean terrified, of them being released when he was told, when he sat back down in that office, exactly what was in there and the information they had. He was terrified. He was scared, like he normally is on a daily basis, because let's face it, he lives in his life in fear. But I mean, this time he was really, really terrified. I mean, more so than usual. He wet the bed at least 3 times, more so than the usual once. But either way, I digress. So, once he found out exactly how incriminating everything is and how many times he was mentioned and all that, he got terrified, and all of a sudden they don't exist and it's all just a giant hoax. Right? Right. But again, we're all seeing that it's not. It's not in any way, shape, or form a hoax. There are plenty of files and there's plenty of stuff to be released, again, with these new emails. Epstein specifically said that he was the one that could take the Oompa Loompa Overlord down. He said that the Oompa Loompa Overlord knew about these girls. And that's pretty incriminating right there. Now you add that on to the other stuff that's already been released, that little handwritten, well, not handwritten, but that little note he gave him on his birthday there that he signed and is swearing up and down it's not his. Come on now. Come on now. Everybody's seen the signature thousands and thousands and thousands of times. We all know what that signature looks like. And that was his. There's no doubt about that. The fact that, so many pieces have been revealed, and yet, oh no, none of it's real. Come on now, guys. Come on. I'm just going to pretend that you have to be slightly smarter than that to believe any of that nonsense. But again, blindly follow your leader. Just marching on by behind him. Anyways. So next thing on the agenda here, and I think really needs to be touched base on, this whole idea of him floating over and over again, and very seriously floating this idea over and over again, that he is somehow going to run for a 3rd term. That's right. And he's okay with this, and there's even a plan in place, they said, for him to be able to run for that 3rd term. Now that's just wild talk right there. And I know a bunch of you are like, yeah, do it, he should do it, it's his right, blah, blah, blah. See, and you're just completely ignoring, along with him, the U.S. Constitution. You're just ignoring huge parts of it right there. Right? Now, this is the same Constitution that you will hold up proudly and fight tooth and nail to defend the Second Amendment on there. First Amendment's bendable for you. It's bendable for you. Use that one when you want, only when it benefits you. And then, you know, when it doesn't, then, oh, no, it's against, you know, doesn't count. But again, this is the same Constitution that you guys are all willing to throw out the window, including him. He's all about it. Just gung-ho, 100%, let's do this. So now here's the thing with that, right? All his supporters and all of you are 100% on board with this, okay with this, like, let's do this, even though it breaks the Constitution. But let me give you an example. If Obama were to even in a jokingly way said, oh yeah, third term, yeah, that's a thing. Not even saying that he would. You would have all had a meltdown. You would have literally had a meltdown. I mean, literally, your brains would have exploded. There would have been no round about it. Just no round about it. That would literally have been your reaction. But because it's your overlord, you're completely fine with it. So if you're okay with that, what if? Now let's just say what if all the other presidents were like, you know what, let's do it too. What if W was like, hey, let's do this? What if Obama was like, you know what, Trump's running a third time, let me do it too? What if Clinton did it as well? How would you react to that? What would be your responses? Well, that's not how this works. That's how you would respond. It only works for him because he is your overlord. Because all of this rhetoric and all of this brainwashing that has taken place over these years has finally worked. And literally, you are willing to give up all of what America is and what America stands for him. And solely him. No one else can even think about doing the things that he wants to do because, nope, that's not right. It breaks every law, breaks everything in the Constitution. But it's okay if the overlord does it. He's cool. He's the Oompa Loompa. He'll lead us on. You kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Come on now. Come on. Come on. And then, you know, the other thing too, let's touch base back on this, you know, everybody losing their minds because there's no King's protests and whatnot. You know, there's a reason for these protests. I know all of you Republicans are like, well, there's no king, so what are you protesting? Blah, blah, blah. Literally, the Oompa Loompa overlord reposted an image of himself saying, all hail the king. He was referring to himself as that. Do you not understand that? Do you, again, just turn that blind eye and just, it's okay. He was just joking around. He was just joshing. Just kidding. What? Again, if this was something that Obama would have done, you would have lost your minds. Lost your minds. Unconsolable. That's what would have happened. That's what would have happened. And don't try and say that it wouldn't have, because we all know it would have. So, I guess the point of this is just, I don't get it. I really don't. You're in a party that literally stands for what you say law and order and wants to fight, you know, all these files that, you know which kind of files I'm talking about. But you're willing to prop up this man who's literally a convicted felon, has committed so many crimes, is in the files, undisputably in those files. But you're willing to put away all of your morals, all of your ideals, all of your beliefs and what you stand for to prop up the Oompa Loompa overlord. That's wild. People are even willing to denounce their religion. His press secretary is literally willing to denounce the Catholic religion and say, the Pope doesn't know what he's talking about, when the Pope criticized the Oompa Loompa overlord. Do you understand that? That's wild right there. That people are literally willing to denounce their religion and their God to prop up the Oompa Loompa overlord. That's wild. Why? Again, explain this one to me like I'm a toddler. Go real slow. Use pictures. Just help me understand. Help me understand. Because I really, truly don't. I really, truly don't. But anyways, we'll wrap it up there. I don't want this one to keep dragging on. Said a lot. Still have more to say, but it's alright. I know, again, you guys are going to have your meltdowns, get all mad, all that. Do it in the comments. Anybody has anything, you know, they want to add to the conversation, do it in the comments. If you guys like what I have to say, please do like the video. Please do subscribe. Please do come back. I got plenty more to say, guys. So, until next time, I'll see you guys then.